Now, this is a random diagnostic report of a student, and if you see, the dashed line here represents the median score of all the participants in that particular center or in that state who attended that exam. Okay, mind you, FE exam is curved. Okay, so you don't have to answer all the 8 questions right to get the maximum score. If you answer better than all the other students, you will still get the maximum score. Okay, so this particular student scored mathematics a little bit less than average. So there is a scope for improvement. Why? Because mathematics and statistics is an easy subject. Okay. And then comes ethics and professional. He scored really well. It's more than the median score. So there is not too much to improve over there. And as you can see, ethics has less questions, which is the reason I didn't highlight that as a very important topic. Then engineering economics. Again, 5 questions only for a question that takes almost 4 to 5 minutes to solve. Not that rewarding. And he also didn't do that well, which is okay. Now, statics is a highly rewarding subject. That is where he should have scored well, at least average. Okay, now if he did even basic practice, he can even score better than average. Basic understanding can get you at least till average. Okay, his score was very less, which became one of the main detrimental factors for him to fail this. Okay, then comes the dynamics. In dynamics also, his score is less than optimum. It's only 4 questions, so it's not that much. It's not a main decision factor, but he should have at least got medium because dynamics is not that hard. Then comes mechanics of materials, high scoring topic, and again he's less than medium. At least he should have been at medium level. Okay. Materials is an easy subject. He's close to medium, which is okay, not bad. Fluid mechanics, he's just above the medium. Again, not bad. For a quiz 6 question topic, he's at the medium level. This is not bad. Then comes surveying. He's close to medium. Surveying is one of those subjects, as I told you, as long as your logic is good, you can score very, very high in your surveying. So this should have been definitely in the front. Okay. So that is close to medium, which is okay. Then water resources, 10 questions. Okay. And he is less than medium level, which is not ideal. So if I were you, I would be practicing a lot more water resources and hydrology related problems, which are not very hard. Once I teach my class, you will only notice that all this Darcy's equation and Hadlow's equation and everything, Reynolds number, all of these are very easy. Okay, flow rates and stuff. So this should have been very, very up. That would have saved his exam. Then structural engineering. He's close to medium for a 10 question. I know it's not ideal, but again, not everyone is made for structural engineering because of the amount of mathematics that is involved. So even if you can get close to medium, it is okay. Okay. Geotechnical engineering. Now this one shouldn't be medium. It's a 10 question, and as I was telling you, it's much easier than structures. It takes very less time to actually learn it. So this particular bar should have been way ahead. That would have saved his exam. Transportation. This should not happen. Transportation is one of the easiest subjects. There is formulas, but every single formula that you ever gonna need is listed in your FA reference manual. Nothing is going to come from outside. Okay. So this is a very secure problem. If you are ever to lose anything, that would be because of theory, because some of the theoretical questions are not listed. Okay, but that can be no more than 2 or 3. But even then, considering this medium score, the bar would have been here. Even if you have lost a concept question, bar would have been here. He would have easily scored a lot more. Construction engineering. Okay, now nothing about construction engineering is hard. Your bar should be all the way to the top. Now that would have easily got him 40 more questions on top of whatever he did here. Okay, and easily got him to pass the exam itself. So that is how I analyze. So if I were this person, what I would have done is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These 7 subjects I would have did absolute mastery by practicing a lot. Okay, and all it would take is each subject, if you practice at least between 50 to 80 problems, 50, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 5, 7, 5. Just 350 basic questions. I'm not talking advanced. So you don't have to be like, oh, for every question I'm writing a required given formula and everything I'm doing. No, no, no. You have to look at the question. You should be able to answer it. As long as you're in a position to do that, you mastered the question. You don't have to know everything about everything else. you should be able to look at a problem and know exactly the step you need to solve it. Especially if that formula is in your FE reference manual, you should not miss it. And these days, most of the formulas are in your FE reference manual. Okay. Now that is what I would have done differently from this person in order to make sure that I crack my FE exam. Okay. Very easy, right? This is all I have to do to make sure that I pass FE. Just master the topics that are important and really high scoring and really easy. Okay. Because that is my sure shot way to increase my number of questions that are correct in the exam and go above this median score. Okay.